I spoke with a lady yesterday in San Jose that is looking at doing an ADU on her property. It's actually her parents' property. There are a few things that came up that made me realize that a lot of things that I deal with on a daily basis is not common knowledge for most people. My name is Jackie. I am the owner of JLM Designs, which is a residential interior design company. We do plans for permits. We help homeowners with space planning, also picking out finishes for your renovation or your addition. One of the questions that she had was, she's in San Jose, I'm in Martinez. She wanted to make sure that me working in Martinez was going to work for building codes. California has a building code that stretches for the entire state. What does matter is the planning department of every city has different rules and regulations. A lot of them are very similar when it comes to ADUs because there's state codes that have made rules for ADUs pretty uniform throughout California, but there are some slight variations that are still allowed with each planning department. And so it is important to have somebody that you're working with to do your plans that knows how to ask the right questions to your specific planning department. We want to confirm the setbacks. She's on a corner lot, and I know that corner lots do have some slight differences than regular properties that are sandwiched between two other homes. Sometimes your planning departments might care about the exterior finishes, what your window color is, what your siding is going to be, what color, roof, all of that. And we'll have to create a special page on the plan set that talks about all the different finishes. This is really helpful to get worked out in advance anyway, so that it helps your contractor and it helps things move smoother through construction. Actually ended up reviewing a past project that I did. I shared the link here before it was a like 600 square foot ADU. It ended up being in a flood zone. And I was reviewing that floor plan with her because the size of the ADU was very similar to the size that she wants to build. And as we're talking about it and talking about that it was a flood project, she also confirmed that her property is in a flood zone. She believes it has to be 2 feet above the ground. So we do have a couple stairs that's going to be coming off of that ADU. She was originally thinking that her entry and staircase was going to be on the 4-foot setback side from the back property line. But as we were talking, I was telling her that we definitely cannot put the staircase within that easement. So the staircase has to go on one of the other sides, and that kind of messes with the floor plan that she was thinking about having for the ADU. So it was just a really great conversation, and I offer these to potential clients. We went over some of these things. It gave her a lot to think about. I think it was reassuring for her to speak to somebody like me that has a lot of experience with space planning and doing drafting of plans, but also a ton of experience with ADUs, with it being detached, corner lots, flood zones. Like, I've seen it all. So if you are thinking about doing an ADU or even doing a remodel or an addition to your property, reach out. I would love to talk with you more about it.